PSG, Fulham, and the filth.
Yeah.
And if I'd come on after the filth, there probably would be no We Are Tottenham TV left. So it was probably a step in the right direction.
You know, the last time I saw you was you storming out with 20 minutes to go at the Emirates. I haven't seen or spoken to you since, or apart from the last couple of days.
We've spoken.
Yeah.
As you know, it's been hard to get hold of me, but we have spoken. But yeah, listen. I was going to come on at 1 minute when it went 1-0. I was like, oh, God, I'm coming on. I'm going to have to deal with everything. Then it was 1-1. And I was like, yes, thank God. Then that penalty. And I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. And then, obviously, 2-2. So we have got a point at a place we have struggled to get points recently and have been absolutely walloped there, whether we've played good or played bad. So taking a point is a step in the right direction. That's for damn sure.
Who impressed you today? Was anyone who impressed you individually, or?
Do you know what, mate? Listen, I think Vicario had a good showing after what happened to him at Fulham. His shot stopping, obviously, we know what his shot stopping is like. Porro was better in the second half, as was Dan. So Bergvall in the first half, and kudos, and obviously Kuti. I mean, what I will say, Sims, I heard a bit about it saying we're taking no shots. We're having people have got to remember, and people of my age and a little bit older will remember seeing players like Gaza, Waddle, Hoddle, Son, Bale, Ginola, Anderson. You can go on names and names and names and names and names of creative players that could do something. And right now, it's Kudus. That's it. It's Kudus.
We got Moani as well. Brennan Johnson scored 18 goals last season.
I mean, Johnson was, again, apart from his shot at the beginning. One thing I will say very quickly, I don't know why they can't do this. You know when Johnson had that shot and Lucas and Hall hit it out and he went out for a corner?
Yeah.
Why the hell don't they just use goal line technology to see if the ball crosses the line? To see if it's a corner or not?
They should.
It's that easy.
Yeah,
just put goal line technology across it. The referee gets the referee get a buzz, and they can definitely tell who's got the last touch corner. That's it.
Yeah.
Don't need VAR. You don't need anything.
100%.
It's just bizarre.
Brian, what do you make out of the penalty decision?
Bentancur gets put in a headlock. Penalty Newcastle.
It was more a foul on Bentancur, wasn't it?
It was a foul on Bentancur. Do you know what? The thing is, this is what it's got to. He's not looking at the ball. And even Jamie Carragher said in commentary, he said there's loads of defenders that don't do that. With VAR, do you know what? If it was the other way around and it was Tottenham, would you have said that was a penalty for us?
Probably not.
You would have taken it, would you?
I would have taken it, but I don't think I would have been up in arms if it wasn't given.
Yeah, I mean, it was harsh. I mean, let's just thank God for Romero's shin.
Yeah, I know.
Incredible.
What a shin! I mean, what an absolute quality time to score an overhead shin.
Unbelievable, and it just kind of like bubbled in as well. It's just like slow motion.
Oh, mate,
it's crazy.
And against Ramsdale as well. You just need to put the Titanic music with it. It'll be brilliant. It'll be brilliant. But do you know what? You look at things like this. Hopefully, this could be a turning fortune. Listen, there's lots of things Frank needs to change, and there's lots of things Frank needs to do right now. Do I trust him and think he's the man for the job? Yes, I do. And that ain't changing. But he's got to realise we need to be a bit more front foot forward. I think we've got midfielders that just pass backwards. I don't think he can fit this midfield three is proving to be an issue, isn't it?
Would you not say that the patterns of play and the way that we've just got one version of attack with Mohamed Kudus and he's trying to do it all in his own is all due to the tactics of Thomas Frank?
Yeah, I mean, do you know what? I think if you look at it, I think I think what we're missing everything in midfield is Kulusevski. Power, running with the ball.
He would solve everything.
No, not solve everything, Sim. I think we need to go into. I mean, I heard Ben just speaking about with Wes about Neves. It's a Neves, it's a Gallagher, it's a Wharton, it's a Morgan Gibbs White. that quality of player. I heard Ben, I think it was Ben and Sim, you were talking beforehand about the Semenyo intensifying.
Yeah.
Bingo. We're getting to the
Intensify,
point.
yeah.
We're getting to the point where Bingo is coming back and intensifying, or be first on the list. Like Ben said, what's the point of getting a left winger? There's absolutely no patterns of play to get it. Yes, we do need a left winger, but we definitely need some kind of midfielder that will drive. We're just so timid in midfield. I mean, Xavi not starting is a weird one in all these games. Hopefully, we can get to the bottom of that and find a way. The Van der Ven on the bench, I totally get. Don't get me wrong; he's been our best player by an absolute country mile. But we always have to be worried about him picking up a hamstring.
I get
losing
that, but
him.
why this game of all games, one of our hardest away games of the season?
Well, it's been proven right.
Yeah, to a certain extent, we've taken a point.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Ben. If we'd lost, everyone would have gone, "Oh my God, Van der Ven, what's he done?" Blah blah blah, and rightfully so.
Did we deserve a point today, Brian?
2 shots on target, 2 goals. Did we deserve it? Not really. But this is the thing. Where have we come into this world where it's like you only get the points there if you deserve them? So many people get the points when they don't deserve it. We've stopped the run. A team that we have failed to beat since Nuno, like you correctly said, and we've taken some absolute tonkins there.
Yeah.
And we didn't take a tonkin.
Yeah.
We didn't take a tonkin.
So, we haven't seen you for the last few games, but there's obviously been a lot of noise around Frank and a lot of criticism from a lot of people in the fan base and a lot of just pundits as well. What do you make out of that? Obviously you said already today in the call that you're very much behind him, but what do you make of the widespread criticism for him?
Well, let's do this in 2 parts, Sim. First of all, when it comes to the social media slamming of him, Ben has been giving me updates when we speak. I haven't looked at social media one bit over the last 9 days. Not one single thing. I haven't even watched YouTube. The only time I watched YouTube was the second half of the Fulham game when I was just so pissed off I could feel me about to lose it. So I listened to Ben and Stel for the second half.
Much better.
But yeah, I mean, obviously, the Sky commentary or TNT, whoever it was not sufficient. So I listened to my 2 brothers. So on that part, Tim, I can't really discuss or say what's happened because, like I said, the last 9 days I really haven't been paying attention. What I will say is, obviously, I have my full faith in Thomas Frank. What I don't understand right now is some of the passages of play or some of these midfield to forward passages of play and selections. That's the bit I'm struggling with. The Thomas Frank I've seen, the Thomas Frank that I've watched and loved watching and studied and wanted for 2 years, this isn't what he does. So hopefully January can bring some quality, and this is where Enoch have got to step up, and this is their first chance to say, right, listen, it's a new sheriff in town, so to speak, and we're going we're going for it, and then we go from there. But what I think he has to do is he has to realise he's at Tottenham now. There comes a time you look at it, and I'm not before people even start saying in the comments, I'm not comparing him to Conte, but we keep looking back at when Conte went to the filth and they got battered when he was playing a different system. And he said, right, that's it. It don't work. I'm changing it. Went back to his tried and tested, and obviously they went on a 15-winning streak that we ended and won the league. I hope he could just look back. I hope Justin Concrane and the other coaching staff are saying to him, do you know what? We've got to change something. This setting us up not to lose rather than saying, right, do you know what? We're Tottenham Hotspur, especially at home. Home, he's got to change it. I'm in the studio if you see me on Saturday, and it's the Thomas Frank derby in it, and oh my God, the headlines write themselves, don't they? They just absolutely write themselves.
But do you feel like at the moment he is a man under pressure, or do you feel like he has the full backing of the board?
I think he's a man under pressure. And do you know what? Every manager at Tottenham Hotspur should be under pressure to deliver. But do I think, what's it been now? August, September, October, November. So it's coming on to 5 months. Let's just say Premier
I think
League.
that was our 14th league game today.
14th league game, exactly. Look, other managers have taken time to get into the job. I'll say Pochettino. I'm not saying he's going to have a Pochettino second half of the season, but hopefully he can. We've had managers that have got off to great starts and then it's fallen apart. We've had managers that got off to a slow start and then it's done. But even if we get rid of him, these people are still going to have to deal with Richarlison, who, by the way, is a goddamn disgrace. I have never seen a man fall over, dive, and try and... It's all he does. He's an absolute buffoon. Yes, he's got the odd couple of goals, but honestly... But anyway, you bring in another manager, you're still going to have to deal with him, still going to have to deal with Brennan Johnson. Bentancur, I don't know what... He either plays really, really well, or it's just rubbish.
All over the place, yeah.
Yeah, that's a better way for doing it. Doesn't matter who comes in. They've still got this team, which has been years and years and years of not paying the big wages to bring in the big players. And it's been potential. Don't get me wrong, the last window was great. Last window, we really made a different change and things came in. But we got to give it time. And I know there's a lot of people, and I can even see it in the chat, that can say time to go. And fair play to you if that's what you think. Each to their own. But I think the man will get the job done. I still think he'll turn it around. I think January is huge for him. I think Kulusevski coming back for him is massive. And then hopefully Spurs can start getting 3 points and going on a run to turn this round, because the form has not been good.
How many more consecutive home losses can he survive, though? That's the big question.
Mate, you just look at it. Our home form has been absolutely shocking since we moved to the game changer. Apart from that half that we had with Conte, and you look at it again. The away fans at Newcastle today, even though they're up in the gods, you could hear them non-stop. They are, as you guys know, as I know, when you go away, it is non-stop. Obviously, at home, it's a very, very different thing. And I will say, Frank coming out saying the things he's been saying about the fans is wrong. Is wrong. He should not be talking about the fans like that soon in. And that I do hold him accountable for. But I do think this man will turn it around, and I do think we'll see improvements, and hopefully the good times will come back. But at least it's a point, a place we never get a point, or in recent history. Whether we deserved it, whether we not, the team showed fight, desire and passion to come back twice, right at the death. Great, I've got to say, what's a header by Romero?
Man,
what a bullet.
Absolute bullet.
He's just shown, this is what Mawani... I mean, let's just have one quick chat. Tim, do you remember against Bournemouth when you and Josh King were sitting there and I put out a tweet about Dominic Solanke?
Yeah.
Yeah, back after each international break.
Yeah,
and here we are again. And let's guess that
has it been 3 months yet? Or?
Mate, it's been more, mate. My sources were, mate, it's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous.
Do you have any source about when he is going to be back?
Mate, do you know what? Let's start putting the bids in. I'm going to say 2027.
2027.
Who knows? No. But yeah, I mean, it's just we need to get this out. And like I said, Spurs are a team I've known all my life to have that one or two pure stars that will dig you out of a hole and promote and do that moment of magic, whether it be Sheringham, Klinsmann, Waddle, you name it. You can go on and on and on. And right now, Tottenham Hotspur don't have it with all the injuries or the injured players aside. We have Kudus and Simmons if he can start playing, but Simmons is still.
I'll say to that, Brian, we don't have it to a certain extent, but we've got more than what we're showing all season, I would say.
That I agree with. That I totally agree with. Agree with. But we should be doing better. There's a breakdown in communication somewhere. But he'll get things right. I have full faith in Frank. Whether people want to slam me for it, agree with me for it, whatever, that's your call. But like I said, I've never turned on a Spurs manager apart from Andrew. That was 18 months in after the most horrific run and that I hated doing that. I hated doing it, but when I did it, as always, I go full in. If people think I'm going to change, my stance on Frank after 5 months, then you're
it's just who you are, mate.
Mate, exactly. I don't like to be entertained.
In terms of being entertained, do you think he's going to get us playing like good football, like attractive football at some point?
I think he will do, buddy. But I think do you know what? I just think there's a couple of pieces missing. I think they're literally. I think Sim, let's look at it. If the players that we were just talking about when we said Neves, a Wharton, a Morgan Gibbs White, who else did we mention? A Gallagher. There is no one at Tottenham that can do that right now, and I think the only one that can is Kulusevski. For what the attributes he has, and we're missing that. You can clearly see it in midfield. We just can't. We're bereft of ideas. We just keep going backwards, sideways, then forward and losing it, or just give it to Kudus and hope. We need a left winger. We need a striker, and let's just see what January brings. But I think he will get us playing good football. I really do think so. But it's going to take time, and I'm going to give it to him.
Do you think he'll get time?
I hope so. I mean, lose to Brentford, I could just imagine what will happen. I don't think. Listen, I think he's going to get the January window, and I hope he does. Or actually, he will. Listen, and then we'll see, and then we shall see. But I hope they give him time. I hope he gets given time to prove it, and I hope ENIC are true to their words and they act like their words and go big in January.
All right, Brian. Always good to have you back, my bro. And
always a pleasure.
Good to see you, Brian.
We'll speak very soon.
Always a pleasure, brothers. And I'll see you in the studio, Sim, on Saturday.
Very much looking forward to that, Brian.
All right, brothers. See you soon, brothers.